There's a number of ways a guitar player can approach a solo, the most basic of which would be taking the role of the pentatonic hero. All you need are 5 notes, in the truth, keep it simple, keep it easy. It's the first kind of solo we all learn. And as you practice your guitar more and more, you're eventually going to ask one of the bigger questions in life. Why do I spend so much time on this instrument? What's the point? Is it to express our deepest emotions through the art of sound? Is it to link up with the greater musical conscious that connects us all? Is it the inherent need a human has to create? You realize your answer is none of the above. You just want to impress the people at the guitar store. And the best way to do this is have a handful of licks that sound super impressive, but are actually pretty easy. At some point, you got your pentatonics down, you got your stock licks locked in, you played some gigs around your hometown, and you find yourself thinking that, hey, maybe I should take this guitar thing a bit more seriously. Maybe there's a career to be had here. And what better way to launch that than a music degree that's going to cost 10 times more than you can ever hope to make in a year. 4 years, a bunch of jazz improv classes, and 2 mental breakdowns later, you're back at home playing those same gigs, but now you can play this. All right, well, that only impresses a handful of musicians and the odd English teacher. Maybe it's time to do some soul searching. You're desperately looking for any chance to show off your hard-earned skills. You say yes to everything, which unfortunately leads you to the most undesirable place a guitar player can find himself in. 5-man acoustic guitar jam circle. Nothing worse. Because being the guy who did the whole music school thing, you're gonna get called on to take the solo while your 4 buddies are hammering out the chords to wagon wheel at full force. And everyone knows acoustic guitar solos are a terrible time, but there's a secret here. Bluegrass runs. Thank the good Lord and the Deep South for bluegrass runs. As time goes on, you realize half of your graduating music class went on to get real jobs, and then the other half joined the great guitar migration. You want to play blues, jazz, metal, rock? Sorry, pal, work's dried up, ain't no money there. But there's still one place, hanging on by a thread, where you hear guitar parts, you find guitar solos, you might not like it, but it still pays, and that's mainstream country music. You might not be able to relate to the lyrics, the image, or the audience, but all your buddies who are still sticking it out in the industry have made their way over there. And if nothing else, the guitar parts are always great, and ooh-wee, it's always fun to pull out some chicken picking. Then one day, you don't realize how many years have rolled on by. You look in the mirror and you're nearly 40 and somehow you've managed to support a family with your instrument. Life's taken a bit of a toll on you. You have deep concerns over the state of the world. You see systematic problems you feel powerless to fix, and you watch in horror as a large part of the population actively cheers on the disease that's killing it. And maybe worst of all, your beer league hockey team hasn't won a game the whole year. You take all that, you shove it into a guitar solo. It's not meant to be pretty. You pair it with the bluesiest blues face you can muster, play it with feel, and you got yourself something. Maybe one day we'll figure this all out. Maybe we won't. Thinking about it too much does nothing good for your general state of being. So you take a second and you turn it all off. No thinking, you just play, trusting that everything you've put into this musical journey will come out sounding somewhat decent. Pure expression, no thought, just sound. After playing something like that, you feel this weird sense of peace with music, guitar, with the world, with yourself. Until you open up your phone and see a 9-year-old with a SpongeBob guitar that can shred you under the table. And at that point you say, fuck it, I'm going back to pentatonics over power chords from here on out. Now, if you, my friend, are looking to up your soloing game, this is your last chance to get my 3-course soloing bundle over at SamuraiGuitarTheory.com. So my $14, this is the cheapest I've ever sold these courses. Included is my course, The Craft of Soloing, and in this we look at musical storytelling. Now, there's a big difference between playing a bunch of notes and playing a beautiful guitar solo, and the answer lies within musical storytelling. Things like discovering and developing motifs, treating music like a language, creating direction, avoiding common pitfalls. This is the kind of stuff we cover in this course. And then in the style of soloing, we look at the fun stuff, the cherry on the cake. The elements of style and taste that can add so much to a solo. This is the fun stuff, this is the wow factor. As a bonus, I've also included the guide to practice, and in this course we look at one of the most important things musicians can work on, which is their relationship to practicing, making sure they are actively getting better and enjoying the process. Again, this is your last chance to get these courses for only $14 when you use the link in the description. As well, I've also put a link to my free ebook down in the description. This goes over a bunch of things that every guitar player really should know, and again, you can get that completely for free. And the last thing I'll mention is this guitar that I've been playing today. This is my guitar from my guitar brand Otera. We released 100 of these. They sold out almost instantly, but we're doing another drop real soon. If you want to get your name on the wait list, make sure you get one before they sell out. I'll put up a link to the wait list down in the description as well. As always, thank you all for watching. Until next time, look after yourselves, look after each other, look after the planet. I'm Samurai Guitarist, and I'll see you again soon.